What's your favorite scary movie?
Let me play with this, Daddy.
What is going on, everyone? Welcome back to Fear Freaks Podcast. My name is Braden.
I'm Destiny.
And we are the Fear Freaks. Man, it is so awesome to see so many of you here in the chat tonight. Seriously, I think we're almost getting up to like record numbers here as to how many people are waiting, how many people are in here, when we are coming in here. I know it's been a couple of weeks since we have done a show, but it is absolutely fantastic to see all of you in here. So thank you guys all so much for being here. It's Wednesday. It's the middle of the week. Hopefully you guys are having a damn good week. I am also sorry about last week. You know, every time that a show gets canceled, 99% of the time it's my fault. So I do very much apologize for that. You guys can be mad at me. You guys can blame me. So, you know, I do apologize for that. But great to see everyone in here. I was telling Destiny how many people we had in here pre-show. We've got Lamontre, Gory, Russell, Brettman, Brandon, let's see, Moser. What's going on? Mia, what is going on? How is it going tonight? I hope that you guys are doing good. Destiny, how you doing?
I'm good.
Good. Glad to hear it. Well, we're going to waste absolutely no time. So, guys, tonight's just a basic chill session Q&A. You guys, everyone in the chat should pretty much know, you guys know the routine, right? You guys got it down. Feel free to ask us questions. Let's chat. Let's talk. Let's relax and all that. But so just to get it out of the way, Destiny, what is in your world of horror this past week, or these last couple weeks, I should say? What's been going on?
I did a lot of rewatches rather than like new watches. But yesterday I watched the movie Vamp for the first time. It's from the 80s, I think sort of like late 80s. It has Grady from Nightmare on Elm Street 2, like Jesse, and then the other guy, he's in it, and it was pretty good. I actually really liked it, and I think I watched that on like Tubi, so it's on there. It was really good. It was in the In Search of Darkness documentary, and so that's the first time I heard about it, and I watched it, and I really liked that.
Nice.
Trying to think other horror. I watched Top Gun Maverick. That's not horror. Well, to me, it's kind of scary because I don't like heights and I don't like planes, and this is way worse. So when they're in the air, I get anxious, okay? So
those dogfight scenes, man, they really weren't, like, they were not playing around. And the fact that, honestly, in that movie, like, everybody was like, they are trained to fly these things. And literally to see, like Tom Cruise particularly, like, especially when he fucking went upside down and was hanging, like, over the dude, like, I'm like, holy shit. Yeah, what a movie. What a film. Honestly, I know it's up for an Academy Award for Best Picture. It probably will take home Best Picture because the way that that's all filmed and crafted, especially because the cinematographers are in the air, like, this is all practical stuff. This is all actually happening. It's probably going to take it home. So, but you said you liked it?
yeah, I liked it more than Top Gun.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, rightfully so. I was telling you this week that I think this is one of those sequels that is, superior to, it's definitely on top. So, but anything else going on?
Let me look. Hold up. Really quick. Oh, so I have started In Search of Darkness Part 3.
Mm-hmm.
This thing's like 6 hours long, though, and I've been watching it before I go to bed, so I've been, like, falling asleep to it for, like, a couple of days. So I still have to finish it. I'm only probably, like, 2 hours in, honestly. It's definitely a lot, and then, I watched the movie Sorry About the Demon. It just got added to Shudder not that long ago, and it's like a horror comedy.
Mm-hmm.
And it has the guy from Scare Package. If you've seen that one, it has one of the guys from Scare Package, so I recognized him from that. And I really liked his character in that. And this movie was cute. It wasn't anything too special, but it was like a nice time, a good, funny type movie. So I recommend that one too on Shudders. But that's really it. The rest were just rewatches. Scream.
Obviously, we're on the journey now to Scream 6. We're only 5 weeks away or something like that. Like, it's crazy. So tickets just went on sale today too, everyone. So if you guys haven't had the opportunity yet to get your tickets, get tickets now. I just bought me and my family tickets. We are going on March 9th. We're going at 7 p.m. Mountain Standard Time. Very excited. And they are too. My dad actually texted today. He's like, oh shit, I think I got to catch up one. He never saw Scream 5 last year. I'm like, well, it's okay. I'm like, you only got one. He's like, but he's also saying, he's like, well, I don't think I ever saw 4. He literally took us all to see 4 when I was in. He just has he's getting to like that age where his memory's getting fuzzy and stuff. But no, so he has to watch Scream 5, but honestly, he just might do a marathon. He normally does that around these times. He just like watches all of them just to be as ready as he can. So, but yeah, I think this is the first time on this show that I've actually watched more than you. I'm like looking at like my list right here, and I'm just like, over these last few weeks, I saw Missing. I saw that a couple weeks ago. I don't think I mentioned that on the last show that we did, which was good. I thought that was pretty good. I also saw Puss in Boots, which isn't horror, but I saw Puss in Boots, which was actually also pretty damn good. I did finally watch, and I know I shared this on Facebook last week. I finally watched Watcher from last year, not The Watcher, not the Netflix series. I watched Watcher, which I did like. I thought that was pretty solid. And then I saw in theaters on Friday night, I saw Knock at the Cabin, which I thought was actually pretty damn good. I very much enjoyed. I thought this was one of Shyamalan's best. So, chat, have you guys seen Knock at the Cabin yet? And then outside of that, I've been watching The Last of Us every week, which it's definitely been more of a drama these last few weeks than zombie kicking ass and stuff. This week looks like it's gonna be picking up on the zombies and everything again. You get more zombies in the game because that's who you're fighting, right? Like there's gonna be shit that happens and all that stuff. But it's definitely been more of a drama. But it's been damn good. So I don't know if you guys have all been watching The Last of Us or not, but highly recommend. Highly recommend. So yeah, that's pretty much what's going on with me. But I did see one question. I did see one question that I really do want to answer right off the bat. Carlitos, Brokeback Mountain is my favorite movie. It's my all-time favorite movie, and you know the scene. I mean, it's Jake Gyllenhaal and freaking Heath Ledger in the same scene. It's my favorite scene of all time. I'm obviously being sarcastic right now. I'm not trying to be an asshole, Carlitos, but no. Honestly, I have not seen that movie in the longest possible time. So but yeah, good question. Now let's let's get into some of these other questions. Russell, so I'm guessing this has to do with Knock at the Cabin. So Brandon says that he just saw it today. Russell says, have you read the book that it's based on? I am actually currently reading the book. It's good. It's good. Destiny, have you read the book that Knock at the Cabin is based on?
No.
Okay. And it looks like also Brandon says that he finished it yesterday. I need to start. Can we like highlight questions? If you star something, will it be like there?
I think so.
So, whoa. Why are we getting the tomatoes ready? Why is the tomatoes coming out? What's happening? What's going on in the chat? I don't want to see a tomato thrown my way. Okay. You know what? I'm going to start getting sound effects uploaded to this too. So like I can like put the splat, like the, so, question, thoughts about Scream 6 being in 3D? Des, I'm going to let you take this one first.
I don't know. Like, I don't want to see it in 3D because I don't really like 3D movies. They make me sick. So I'm not seeing it in 3D. It's cool that it's an option, I guess, if people want to do that. And it's going to cost more money. So they're probably hoping to increase sales a little bit more.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm not seeing it in 3D.
So I have a very fun fact about the 3D conversion. So I also think that from a business standpoint, it just makes zero sense to release this movie in 3D because yes, like you said, it costs more money, but it's not even the fact that it costs more money. I was researching how much it costs like for a studio to convert a movie from 2D to 3D per minute. It costs between $50,000 and $80,000 to convert the movie, and that's just more money that they have to spend to convert it. I don't think that it's gonna make the money back from 3D. I mean, I get it. You want to try something different? Hey, why not? Right? But I just think from a business standpoint, it's not very smart. It's not a very smart thing because they could be saving money and making money back. Now they have to make more money back because of the 3D conversion. So that's just kind of like my thoughts, right there. Now Moser says that he's excited to see Ghostface in 3D. Plus, the opening title sequence is probably going to be crazy cool. That is true, and I'm sure that they might have something like with the shotgun scene when he's like holding the shotgun down to that clerk. It's like, yeah, that's gonna shoot out of the screen. That might be pretty cool. I mean, I don't know. We'll see. Maybe I'll see it in 3D. I don't know.
Maybe I'll watch it in 3D eventually when it comes out, and if I ever have a 3D TV. I couldn't do it in the theaters. I would definitely get really sick from it.
Mm-hmm.
With it being so big and you can't, like fix. No. But maybe at home someday just to see some of it.
See, I've like never been like into the 3D like TVs or the 3D Blu-rays or anything. I've just like never felt the need to. Like I've always just felt the need to turn my house into like, a cinematic experience, like with the sound system and all that stuff. And like that's definitely something that I have, always thought of, but I've never been like, oh my God, I got to buy this movie in 3D for my living room. Like, and I've got to wear the glasses at home. Like, why? No need. Buttman says, finished In Search of Darkness Part 3. It was good, but nothing compared to the other two. Well, you are ahead of me. I've not seen the other two, so I should probably... Are they all that long? Are they all like 3 hours long?
No. The first two are probably like 4 hours each.
Okay.
Part 3 is definitely the longest.
4 hours each? Or like
yeah.
they're 2 hours...
No. 4 hours each.
What do you In Search? I thought that In Search of Darkness was only 3 hours and 47 minutes. I thought
that's almost 4 hours.
You said it was like 6.
The third one.
Yeah, you said it was like 6.
That's what I remember.
I'm looking. In Search.
No, I'm looking.
Well, let's see who does it. Dark Part 3. Got it right here.
5 hours and 15 minutes.
5 hours and 15 minutes.
So that's pretty long.
That is honestly pretty damn long. So
and it's the third part. But it's really informative. There's so many movies that I had not heard of until this.
I'm sorry, did you say 5 hours and 15 minutes?
Yeah.
Oh, I'm seeing 5 hours and 41 minutes on IMDb.
Really?
Yeah. So in that case, you're right. You're right. Congratulations.
Yeah.
Congratulations.
Maybe some of it's just like end credits or something. That's why.
Maybe. But you know what? You know what? I'm a man to admit when I'm wrong, and I was wrong. So you know what? I'm apologizing to you live on the air. Everyone remember this. I normally don't say, and she knows this, I normally don't say I'm sorry a whole lot. So
yeah, Brett said the last 20 minutes are credit stuff. It still, whatever. It counts. It's a part of it.
It's part of the runtime. Like, like that's just how it goes.
But you definitely should watch them when you find the time. Obviously, that's like a lot to watch, but it's so much fun.
Brandon says, how's y'all's read? Did we say that? Was there a stream that we said we were going to do a reading challenge?
I don't remember that.
I don't remember that either. Like, and
I'm not doing too hot.
Like, I mean, I'm reading Cabin at the End of the World right now, but I mean, like, I didn't know that we had agreed on maybe there's a stream. If there's a stream that we said that, you need to let us both know so we can go back. Or is this like a chat thing? I don't know. Like,
I don't know. Because I remember, I feel like I brought up I was reading Misery, and I think you said you were reading that, and I think we are both trying to finish our books.
It did say
it's not happening.
I mean, it could have been during one of our holiday streams when we were talking about, because we were talking about Misery. We were also talking about The Shining and, you know, the book. And maybe we said something along the lines of, hey, like, let's try and read a little bit more throughout 2023. I mean, maybe, but like, I'll tell you, the biggest reader in my family is my sister. She reads like between 3 and 5 books a week. So, I mean, and yes, I know I have my library like and stuff behind me, but you know, like, I could definitely, like, I'm almost done with Cabin at the End of the World. So, and I started reading that last week. So I can get through, it takes me about like 2 weeks to get through a book now. So I'm trying to get quicker though. I am trying to get quicker, but I don't remember coming up with a challenge. So Destiny was like, I don't remember. That's not good.
Yeah, no, not that well. He said it's a chat question because Des said she was reading more. I was trying. I picked up Misery and I read like 20 pages and I put it down and I haven't picked it up since. That's my problem. I do that every time I read a book. Mm-hmm. I'll pick it up, read a little bit of it, put it down, and I won't pick it up for months. And then I'll want to read again, and then I'll try to finish it within like 2 days.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I did with Pet Sematary. That's what I did with Jaws. Yeah,
I do remember asking you too. I remember asking you. You said you were reading Jaws. You asked me if I read it, and I was like, you were like, "Well, I'm reading it right now." And then, like 5 months later, you're like, "Hey, I just finished Jaws." I was like, "What?"
But the thing was with Jaws is because it's really short. You can finish it within a day. Because I read half of it, maybe like 2 hours, because I would just sit outside and read it. So I read like half of it in 2 hours. But the problem with Jaws, it's so. Jaws is one of my favorite movies. Has been since I was a kid. This is not the same Jaws. Like, the characters are so not good and they say awful things, and it's just so, it's a lot to take in, you know, if you love Jaws. So I could have finished it that day if it wasn't so different. And then finally I was like, oh, I just need to finish it. And then I finished the rest of it one day. It's just, it's a hard read with some of the stuff. But also the shark attacks, they made me feel something. And usually when I read books, like, I don't feel anything, you know? I just read them. But the shark attack scene, I was like, I got a little chill.
Dang.
It was kind of creepy. So
dang,
those parts are good.
I do want to give it a read. I do want to give that a read for a fact. So, you know, and then we could talk about that during one of our chill sessions next time. About, like, we could dive deep into that during one of the chill sessions. Fauci, I know I had your comment up here. What's going on, man? How's it going? Glad to have you in here. Brandon says, are you guys seeing Titanic in 4K theaters Valentine's Day weekend? Yes, I am. I have wanted to see this movie in theaters for a long time. I did not go for, like, you know, I did not go for the anniversary of it, like, you know, 10 years ago. I know you can find it funny, Destiny. You can find it funny, but I love this movie. I think that this movie
I'm just thinking of something.
Oh, were you? Well, enlighten us, please. What were you thinking of? Well, what are you thinking of? Come on, let's hear it. Tell the chat. Tell the audience.
The recorder video.
Oh my God. That damn video. Do we need to play that at the end?
No.
Do we need to play it tonight? Like,
don't give it to the people.
Is that what we got to do? Is show the audience exactly what it is? You guys want to see her laugh hysterically for 5 straight minutes? Then how long is that video? It's got to be. It feels like
the whole song.
It feels like a lifetime. So, you know, I feel like that I go through 10 lives every time I freaking listen to that.
It's so funny. Anyways, I will not be seeing it, but I would like to.
Yeah,
I also really like Titanic.
I am definitely excited. It's one of those that, like, I know that it needs to be seen on the big screen. The sound design alone in the movie is fantastic, and I had it playing on my home sound system, and where the ship starts sailing, the freaking speaker starts rumbling, and I'm just like, oh man, this is so sweet. Like it feels like a fighter jet like flying like right by my damn place. Not like that,
Yeah,
but
something like that though.
Let's see here. Question: thoughts on AMC charging more for better seats? That's crazy. I did see that. That is honestly insane. Why? Why?
That is so stupid.
Like,
Why the fuck would you do that?
honestly, like that's again, like it literally makes me wonder. Genuinely makes me wonder where companies come. Like, who is in charge of making these decisions? I've no idea. Like, I mean, it's obviously a higher up, but it's like, who says that is like, hey, we should just charge more for better seats? Like, what? Everybody, it's going to the movies. Like, you buy your ticket and you already have to nowadays. Like, is your theater, like the theater that you go to, Destiny? Do you get to pick your seats? Like, is it like seat picks and everything?
Yeah.
Okay. So you already have to pick your seats. You're paying for the ticket. Just increase your prices if that's the case. You okay? What?
Look at the super chat.
Oh, is there a super chat? Oh. Well, thank you so much for the super chat, Chad. What's going on, buddy? How you doing? That's such a Chad question too. And I just mean,
no, I remember watching that. I literally paused it. I messaged you. I said, "Who's this guy without a shirt on?"
You did.
Why did he take it off?
You did. You actually did. You genuinely said, you were like, why the fuck is this guy with his shirt off? And honestly, I can't even tell you. We literally called action, and it was like an actor instinct to be like, I'm gonna take off my shirt right now. I'm just gonna take off. I actually thought for a second that he was about to take off his pants too. I was going to be like, there's no chance, unless he's going, like, there was no water around us. There was no water or anything. Like, I'm like, if he was going into the lake, yeah, sure. Strip into your undies and get in the water, but we weren't around the lake. So he was just like, you know what? He's like, I fuck girls, man. I like.
Yeah. I said, hold up.
Yeah. So honestly, to be fair, I should be able to answer that question too. I, of all people, should be able to answer that question. I was there. I was behind the camera. I should be able to answer it, but I cannot. I was
that and the color pop palette, which you did answer, but
yeah, the color palette I could answer. Color palette,
I know you've already told me why.
I know. I was just telling you.
I'm just saying.
Okay. Like, so let's see here. So yeah, but coming back up here, the charging for better seats, that's crazy. That is honestly absolutely nuts. So Russell says Misery gets better and better as it goes along. Jaws is so awesome. No, Misery, the book, yeah, like both the movie and the book, they're phenomenal. Since I saw the movie before I read the book, all I can see when I was reading the book is I saw James Caan and Kathy Bates. Like I saw both of them perfectly as I was reading the book, and I'm like, no, the book though has, and it gets. I know that the hobbling scene and stuff like that is bad in the movie, but like the book, it gets so vividly descriptive, and there's just so much more stuff that she does to him in the book. It is just like, oh, like you're just like, it really, like, I know that you said that you normally don't feel stuff when you read, but you said Jaws got to you with the shark attack scene. There's at least, I think, 2 scenes in this book that is likely going to get to you, and you're going to be like, what the fuck? Like, it's bad. So, but yeah, great book. Stephen King, you beautiful fucking twisted ass mind. That's all I gotta say. Let's see. Oh God, Lordy, the recorder. Yep. We have a few late folks in here. We got Atanis. How you doing? Welcome. Hope you're well. Aaron, as per usual, late. But hey, if you're in and out of the chat, that's fine. You know, I'm usually late too, right? When do we ever start this show right at 6 or right at 7 or 8 o'clock, wherever the hell you guys are? Whatever. What is anything real? Is anything actually real right now? What time do we start this show?
You were correct on all of them.
Okay, there you go. So, people are going to think I'm on drugs. Like, I should pull up honestly, I think I'm going to save the clip for next time. And I'm going to it's from My Cousin Vinny. Anyone ever seen My Cousin Vinny? And it's the court scene where he's like, are you on drugs? No, I don't do drugs. Like, you guys probably know. Have you ever seen that movie, Des? I feel like I've asked you that before.
No.
Okay, cool. So, all right, let's move on. Moving on. Keep the questions coming, guys. This is definitely fun. Chad's giving me shit because I was there. But was I actually there, Chad? Or was it just a variant of me?
What is happening?
I don't know. What is the best overlooked or unknown slasher you and Des have seen, Braden? So, Destiny, I'm going to let you answer that.
Jack-o'-lantern.
You do love that damn movie.
I really do.
You freaking love it. So,
Trying to think. What else? Sorority Row. 2009 Sorority Row.
I do like Sorority Row a lot. I actually do. I would actually love to cover that one day on the show because I do. There's like one scene in that movie that I fucking love, and it's the kitchen kill scene. It's when they're in the kitchen and like they like literally come and look down the hallway, like literally the fucking thing just gets tossed. Such a cool kill. It's like my favorite kill of the movie. I'm not gonna lie. Like I love it. But yeah, that I do very much enjoy that film. Anything else?
I don't know because all the ones from the 80s I feel like are pretty well known. I don't know.
So would you consider The Collector like a slasher? Or do you consider that more of like would you consider that a slasher? I don't feel like that movie gets talked about enough. I feel like it's twisted and it's dark. Unless there's a group involved that talks about it a lot and I'm not involved in it, I'm going to be salty as shit because I do very much. What's that?
I do love The Collector. So does Chris, actually.
Say it again.
So does Chris.
Yeah, like I think that I just don't know. I don't think that movie gets talked about enough, and I like it a lot. So I even like The Collection, and I'm very much looking forward to The Collected if that movie ever fucking comes out. I feel like I've seen so many production updates on that and stuff. Like I'm waiting, guys. Just release it, but. I very much enjoy these movies, and I just don't think that they get talked about enough. But I very much recommend them. If you guys are into Saw particularly, I think that you guys would like this. It's a twisted guy that puts people in traps. But I would honestly consider it a slasher to a degree because he also toys with his victim. It's like a mix of Saw and a slasher, and I think that's why I like it a lot. It's
kind of like You're Next in a way. To where it's like a home invasion, but it also can work out as like a slasher because like multiple people are being killed off like one by one. Mm-hmm. So it's like You're Next in a way. Pretty similar.
Kind of, funny. Yeah, and then it's like because in You're Next, they do like have like those little traps, but the collector is literally like that times a million. And some of the shit that he does is like it's fucking crazy. So
for real. And I love Arkin so much.
Yeah,
I love Josh Stewart.
He's
in Criminal Minds.
Exactly. So again, I feel like that movie is very underrated. Doesn't get enough love. I really hope that when The Collected eventually comes out, that it's actually one for the books because The Collection did it stepped it up with the traps a little bit, but I like the first one more. But yeah, I'm definitely excited to see what they do. So collection for me, Destiny's favorite of all time is Hack-O-Lantern. So underrated, I should say. Have the two of you considered working on a film project together? Writer, producer, director / writer, etc. Destiny, answer the question first.
Look. Yes. It would have already happened, but I'm scared to get on an airplane because it would have already happened because I want it to be Sally.
Yeah, she was almost Sally in Sally. So, there's probably a little bit more things. And again, I have nothing against the girl that we, casted as, and I've said this before on the show. But there's a few more things I feel like Destiny would have been more comfortable doing. Like, Destiny would curl up in a ball and roll down the fucking stairs if I asked her to. So, she's like, fuck it. You guys have insurance, right? Yeah, I'm like, yeah, sure. Yeah. So, and the hospital was right across the street. So,
it would be so fun to do the crab walk.
Yeah, that's so she was going to be Sally. I've wanted to bring her on a couple times for special effects, but I'm not going to lie, recently we kind of started talking about scripts and stuff, and it would be very fun, I can't even lie, to sit down and kind of put both of our twisted minds together in one script. That would be kind of insane. But we have thought about and I would give her a producer role and stuff like that too. I think she'd be a great producer. So yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah, you're welcome. But yes, that is something. There is something that we have discussed before. Did I ever tell you guys about the Fear Freaks podcast movie that I had in mind?
I think you had mentioned that before.
I did actually mention it to you. So should I give the general synopsis as to what was running through my head on the stream so everyone can see whether or not they would like that or not?
Yeah, okay, this was not my idea, by the way. This was his idea. I came up with something different.
Okay, so let's both go through each of our ideas and see.
Well, I don't want to say mine.
Why don't you want to say yours?
Because it's secret.
No, okay. So, Fear Freaks podcast movie. It would just be called Fear Freaks the movie, not the Fear Freaks podcast movie. Fear Freaks movie. Here it goes. So, my idea is that it's a whole group of podcasters. These are YouTube podcasters that get invited to this massive party at this giant mansion. And they get there and something happens to where an investigation needs to go down. And basically Destiny and I would be the two that led the investigation. It's I'm talking this whole group ends up disappearing in the middle of the night. We're the only two left. We have to investigate as to there's more to it. I can't give stuff away, but this is a very elaborate thought that I have had, and I think it could make for a kick-ass movie. Group of horror podcasters end up at this mansion. Some dark shit starts happening. Boom. The two main characters have to investigate. I'm talking we would see cameos from Dead Meat. We would see cameos from... Actually, I had in mind that James A. Janice would be the one to answer the door. He would be the guy that answers the front door, and then he welcomes us to this whole thing. It's almost like they're the ones that set it up. And then, so it could be kind of cool for them too. Now, I've never had a conversation once with James A. Janice. So the fact that I even thought about him is crazy. But I'm just hey.
So what if we just start off with one of the biggest horror YouTubers?
Honestly, that could have been, that could be very fun. I'm not going to lie. And the more I think about it, the more I'm fuck. This would be a cool ass script. So
I've never seen Clue.
Clue the movie?
Yeah.
Do you need to see Clue to star in this movie?
It sounds like Clue, right?
I mean, does it?
Did you ever watch those episodes of Family Guy, the 2-part episode where they all get invited to James Wood's house, and it's a murder mystery?
Oh yeah, I have seen that.
or like Knives Out.
Okay, you know what? Now that I've said it out loud, and now that I'm getting criticized and slanderized
I'm
by
not
who
criticizing.
by who would potentially be my co-writer, co-producer, co-star, you know what? Guess it's never gonna happen, y'all. Or you know what? Or what can simply happen is I hear Destiny's idea off stream, and then we could go with that idea. Scripts go through a bunch of different treatments. Maybe my treatment just wouldn't make it, and that's okay. So,
anyways, wasn't
yeah.
saying any of that.
Anyways,
Like it's still a good idea. I'm just saying like, oh, like it sounds like those things, which are all good. Well, besides Clue, I haven't seen it, but I did play the game.
could be a solid combination. Could be a solid combination. Who knows? Like, you know, you like mix them all together for like one solid script. Who the hell knows, right? And Hannes, do you guys collect physical media?
Yes.
Absolutely, we do. We're nerds. We like to collect.
I don't have any of it to show right now, but I do.
Like to collect some physical stuff. So yeah, I'm a big physical media collector, and I've gotten better. Like this past like year, I've gotten pretty good. I mean, I even just got this thing a couple weeks ago. It's the gauntlet, the Thanos gauntlet. But that's not media, you know. But I have a Blu-ray collection. I just wanted to pinpoint that that's behind me. Moving on. Out of the box question, would you read a book that is about your life from beginning to end? Destiny, do you want to know how your life ends in a book?
No. Well,
no.
Yes and no, because I would like to know, but also I wouldn't want to know when, because then I would probably be scared. But then it'd also be like if it happened really early and I was like, oh my God. But if it was like a long book, sure, you know?
I know. Can you imagine getting handed a copy of your life book and it's literally only like 200 pages and you're like, fuck, this is short. Like, I'm talking like, I would hope that it would be as thick as the book.
Yeah.
So,
for real.
You know,
so if it was something like that, yes. But it's just like, I would like to know, but I would also be like really scared to know. But I'm also scared not knowing. Either way, I'm screwed. So I probably would just want to know.
Yeah. You're like, screw it. Whatever. I don't know, like kind of like you, if it didn't have a date, I feel like that I would, like if it didn't, like if it can't specify when it would happen, I feel like, you know, I'd be like, you know what? Yeah, let's see how I go out. Let's see, just to kind of get a glimpse at the future. Because in a way, for my Marvel fans here, you guys know in Loki that he goes to that, you know, whatever the hell he goes to, I forget. But and it shows him exactly what happens to him. Like it has literally in his mind, it like has everything that plays out to where he gets killed. And then he really starts thinking about his life and his choices and stuff. And it's great. I mean, there's also the song, you know, Live Like You Were Dying by Tim McGraw, where I feel like that song would just hit a little bit different if you knew when when something like that was going to happen. So, yeah, I mean, honestly, like I would want to know, but as long as it didn't have a date.
Yeah. So, I wouldn't want to know exactly when, because, you know, it makes me like think about how like, because I don't watch it as much anymore, but I used to watch like a lot of true crime videos and stuff. And then it just really makes you think like, wow, you never know who like out of like any of us, like we could be murdered someday. And that's crazy because these people, you don't grow up thinking like I'm probably, you know what I mean? Like I just like think like, wow, at one point they're like 6 years old and they had no idea. And so like it'd be scary to like actually know when. I don't know why I was just thinking about that, but that makes me so sad.
It's a very dark thought, Destiny, and we're very glad. We're very glad here. This is a safe area. Don't worry. You know, but
it makes me sad. I'm like, oh my God.
That is true.
No idea.
That is, I mean,
and I'm like when spouses kill their other spouse, you got married not knowing, hey, this person's probably going to kill me. That is awful. That is like so terrible.
Yeah. Like, I mean, some days, like, someone just snaps. There's obviously some investigation as to whether or not there could have been a, like, paranormal presence within the house as to, what the heck happened. That could sometimes. Whoa. Your face, the squint was a little bit too fast.
Who the hell are you? The fucking Warrens or something?
That was the squint and the uncertainty right there was a little too fast for my liking. So you know what? Let's pump the hate brakes. Let's pump the hate brakes, and let's just say, you know what? That could potentially be a possibility. Potentially. Not that it is, because you say that and literally people are going to be like, oh yeah, well, whatever. But no, like, yeah, that's true. Someone could just snap one day. Internally, snap.
What the fuck? What?
Someone could just internally snap one day. That's it.
Yeah, I'm just still stuck on the paranormal thing. Like, are you talking about like the devil? Like the devil made me do it?
Oh my God, no. Jesus. I just mean, like, in general, like, there could be like a demon that takes over this person. Okay, you know what? We're moving on. We answered the question. We're moving on. Before I get into that one, have you guys seen the channel Radical Talent? They do short horror films. The only one I've seen from them is Jason versus Michael, Evil Emerges or whatever. Very fun film, very fun 30 minutes. I mean, yeah, I think that one's great. That's the only one I've seen from them. Destiny, have you seen any from Radical Talent?
No, I was just looking, but no, I haven't. Interesting. I'll have to. Oh, I see one with Collector on here. Little things.
Oh, they do one with the Collector?
Well, it's just like a Ghostface gang versus the Collector part 2. So it looks like it's like matches or something. So I don't know. But interesting. I'll have to look at some of those. I have not, though.
Yeah, again, the only one I've seen is the Michael versus Jason one, which has like 30-something million views on YouTube. So that's awesome. What's your guys' favorite Saw movie? For me, it's Saw 4. Destiny, what's your favorite Saw movie?
Saw 2.
Saw 2? Okay. That's a good one. I like that one because it branches out, like, outside, like, into the house and everything. Like, people have to, like, walk around the house. And I like how there's, like, more than just the trap. Like, they walk into the traps. Whereas Saw, now, my favorite is the first one. I love the first movie. Directed by James Wan, written by Lee Whannell. And, I mean, it's based off of the short film that they made to showcase what the bear trap was going to be. And they initially tried to get that movie made in Australia, but they wouldn't fund it, so they had to come to the United States. And I just love the story. I love the low-budget story on it, how it was literally they were given a budget of only $1 million. They were like, you got $1 million, do as you want with it. And they did, and it dawned the franchise, and it's now one of the biggest horror franchises, modern-day horror franchises. And the fact that this year we are going to be on our 10th installment of this is crazy. And I also love the first movie because of how basic it is. It's really not that violent. So, yeah. But yeah, I think that you have a good pick too with Saw 2 as well. Saw 4, I don't like the first 4 Saw movies. I don't hate the first 4. 5 is kind of like where I'm just like, I like Saw 6. The final chapter can get fucked in every way possible. And then Jigsaw is
Huh?
I don't know. You looked like you were squinting. You looked like you were going to say something.
No, I was trying to think. Which one is 4?
4 is the one. So John dies at the end of 3. 4 is the one where in the very beginning they cut open his skull and everything. And it's the cop. I forgot his name, but it's the black guy. He has to go through all of the traps and stuff like that.
And there's the one with the girl and her hair's like stuck.
Yes. Yeah, that's
okay. Awful. Yes, because I remember the ending now. Because it's like, don't go in, basically.
Yeah.
And he still pushes forward.
Fuck, Saw 4 does have some pretty gnarly traps.
Okay. Now
Like, I mean, they even have the one with the dude that fucking, like, it's the bed one where he, like, gets pulled in half or whatever. Like, yeah, that Saw 4's got some. The traps in Saw 4 are good for a fact.
Yeah.
But not my favorite. It's good, and I like the first 4. 5 is kind of where I started to have some issues.
5 is the one with the healthcare, right? Not like the healthcare with John, but the healthcare system itself, and
I think that's 6. Because the
it's
guy,
from, like the bank and the apartment building or like whatever building, and
I'm
it's
like
all
positive
of them together.
I'm positive that's 6.
6 has a shotgun carousel. 6 is the guy, the guy with the healthcare, but I think there's also something with healthcare in the 5th one. But in that one, it's like they all could have lived if they all would have worked together, right? That's part 5.
Yes.
It has a girl from Jawbreaker in it, and Dexter, I guess. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
I feel like with me, 4, 5, and 6, they always just like, I can't ever really remember each movie.
Yeah.
I like the first 3 though. The first 3 are pretty good.
No, yeah, totally. Bretman says, "Do I die in this Fear Freaks movie? You know I always die in skits. You know what? You could be a party member and you could die. I would allow that. I'd allow that.
I'll allow it.
Spoiler alert in case the movie ever comes out and you guys see Bretman, you guys know he's going to die. But how is he going to die? How is he going to die is the biggest question that is yet to be revealed. So, Ben Grimm, what's going on, buddy? Thanks for being here. What are some weird YouTube communities you guys like are into? Like, I'm into people living in their van videos. Now, I have seen some of those videos. I've seen some of those videos of like where they live in their van, they have their whole gaming setup and they travel. Really, really cool stuff. Not gonna lie, if I ever like, I always look at dog and cat videos just to make me laugh. Like, I don't know. That's pretty much it. I don't really watch a whole lot of YouTube outside of like horror or movie reviews or anything like that. But if I had to, like, I would do like dog or cat videos just to make me happy. That's it.
Yeah, I don't watch a whole, like, I watch like some makeup videos and stuff like that, because that's what I used to watch before I started watching horror stuff on YouTube, which is like makeup videos. And I watch like people like Curtis Connor and Danny Gonzalez and Drew Gooden, and that's not really like weird, but on TikTok, that's a different story. I love rug cleaning videos where they get really nasty rugs and they just sit there and spray them and go over and over. Oh my God. I can get like sucked into that thing. I'm just sucking. It is just so relaxing. I love watching people restock their kitchens, like their fridges. Love shit like that. Cleaning videos, like when they go and clean like really bad houses.
Deep cleaning.
Love that. Yes, like a full deep clean. So I do like a lot of cleaning videos. Yeah. Especially those rug videos.
Okay, I guess TikTok is a little bit different story. Like, for me, my TikTok is always all over the place. Like, I'll see a video, I'll search more videos like that, and then on my For You page, all of a sudden, I'll have a lot more videos like that. So I'm just kind of like, okay, this is weird how this algorithm is like working and just kind of taking all my information right now. And but yeah, like on TikTok, like I don't like the house cleaning. I like the house remodels when they break down everything and they showcase like what the house turns into. I'm like, fuck. Where the hell did you all get that money to do that? Because it looked like shit before. Like, but yeah, like I think that those are great. Big into like seeing now when I was in Illinois, I used to have like a basement, like, and everything. So I like to see like how people, now that I live in Arizona doesn't have basements. So it's like, if you have a den, it's normally going to be like in your like front house area or something. But I like to see people like with their finished basements to see how they do it. Some people have like really awesome, sports bars and all that stuff. downstairs. There's some really cool home theaters that I've seen that I'm like, shit, that's really
Yeah.
cool. So
I would wanna
yeah, like I love watching like remodels and stuff like that. Just like that.
Yeah. Oh, I also love thrift hauls. Just seeing what people get from thrift stores. I fucking love that. Whether it be like movies or books or just like clothes, anything, home decorations. I love watching stuff like that. And like craft videos. Like this one girl makes cakes out of styrofoam and like spackle and then like paints them. Pretty cool shit. I want to make one.
I mean, yeah, that sounds pretty freaking cool. It's so
like
cool. Like
perfect.
it's so cool to see some of the talent that people have on TikTok and everything. I'm just like, dude, this is all so cool. So the internet it's a fun but dangerous place, because it's like sometimes I open TikTok and the first fucking video I see is the most obnoxious thing that I've ever seen / heard in my entire life. And I'm just kind of like, okay, I'm done. I'm done for today. I'm done for today. Like, that's it. Or it'll make me question whether or not sticking around for the next 80 years is worth it. Or, like, I'm like, if this is the direction that we're going, count me out. But then it's like I open something and I'm just like, oh shit, that's actually really cool. That's what the future's going to look like. I'm going to stick around for a little bit longer,
No, my favorite right now is all the, how do you say Pedro's last name?
Pedro Pascal.
Okay, making sure I've been saying it right. Well, he's been all over my For You page on TikTok.
Today he was all over. So him and Rip from Yellowstone are all over my For You page for some reason. I'm like, why? Like,
so I mean,
what?
Oh, sorry. My brother, he's watching like the newest Shark Boy and Lava Girl movie, like when they're adults,
What? That's a thing?
Yeah, it came out like a couple years ago.
Hold on.
It has the real shark. Taylor Lautner's not in it as Shark Boy, but it does have the girl also named Taylor that plays Lava Girl. She's in it, though. It's called, like, We Can Be Heroes.
We Can Be Heroes.
Yeah.
2020. Oh, and it has him in it. I see it.
Because I walked down there to go see what he was doing, and I was playing, and so I was just like, oh my god, like, this movie's so dumb. And then I looked down, and I looked back up, he's on the screen, and I said, what the fuck? I was like, what is he doing in this movie? That's so funny. So I took a picture, and I sent it to Mia. I was like, look who it is. I had no idea, but he pops up, and I was like,
I also love that he's just going with like the daddiest of the daddies jokes. Like, I love that he's going like, so apparently him and Oscar Isaac, like someone showed him Oscar Isaac and they were like, they're saying it's like between you and him. He's like, well, I'm older than Oscar. So he's like, he's like, well, he does have 2 kids and he's like, I don't have any kids. And, he's like, but I still think that he still thinks that he's the daddiest of all the daddies. I'm like, I'm not going to lie. Like, I will say, I think Pedro's got it. I love Oscar Isaac. Oscar Isaac, he's a good looking dude. But like, I'm like, I think Pedro, I think he's got it.
Just,
I mean, like,
so much charisma.
Yeah.
Really.
And I mean, like, this is coming from a completely 100% straight man. And him and Danielle Craig, I'm not going to lie, are like my 2 like big crushes, like man crushes. It's Man Crush Monday, right? My buddy Alex is sitting in the living room. He's probably fucking recording this right now. Like, he's like,
I forgot he was there.
Huh? Yeah.
I forgot he was there.
He's probably listening. He's probably like, what the fuck? Let's see here. All right, guys, we got like 6 more minutes and we're at an hour. So if you guys have questions, keep them coming. At the hour mark, we pretty much otherwise we're going to go for like 3 or 4 hours, Destiny's like, you're going for 3 or 4 hours.
Yeah, we're not doing that.
She's like, I agree to put up with you for 1 hour a week and that's it. So
maybe like 10 minutes over, but that's it.
Yeah, right. Brandon says, what is the dumbest TikTok challenge you've seen? My top two would be the Tide Pod challenge and the Milk Crate challenge. So the Tide Pod challenge is the single dumbest challenge I have ever seen and heard of in my entire life. Because these kids, I don't understand. I don't get it. They won't eat fucking gluten, but they'll eat fucking Tide Pods, which is insane. So, like, the hell's going on? I know that's like 5 years ago now, but the dumbest fucking challenge I've ever seen in my life. What about you, Destiny? What do you think is dumb from a TikTok standpoint? Challenge.
I don't know. I don't know. Can't really think of any.
What was the milk crate challenge?
I think it was when you would like stand on a bunch of milk crates or something, right?
That's kind of stupid too, because it's like that those break and that's just how people get hurt and everything. Like what's like there's been the mannequin challenge was kind of fun. Like, you know, that was kind of cool. But
it wasn't a challenge, but you remember those chainmail things? Like send to 10 people or you'll die tonight. Do you know what I'm talking about?
No.
No, what? It would be like texting and they would send like a scary story. They would like forward this to 10 people in your contacts or she'll be in your room tonight. No.
Oh, I do. Okay. Yeah, the texting challenges. Yeah.
Yeah, the chainmail letters.
Okay. Yeah, I remember those.
Those used to scare the shit out of me.
Yeah. Yeah, those were pretty good.
The Carmen Winstead one, that one fucked me up. I still remember that story. That scared me. So I guess that was kind of like a challenge. Definitely wasn't TikTok, but that used to really scare me.
Yeah, those were pretty good. Oh, I sorry, Brent, man, I totally missed your question. Braden, did you take my Scream quiz yet? You were talking to Big Game the other night. I started it and I did get the first question right. I got the popcorn right that she was using. I got that correct.
Free answer.
Huh?
Free answer.
I'm not telling you.
You just said it though.
I said the popcorn that she was using. I see. Okay. I understand what you're trying to be sly right now. I got it. I see it. I see you. Don't worry. Stop it. Yeah, so I did get that right. And I'm gonna write it all on my notepad. So that way you know I'm not cheating. Because I'm gonna write it on my notepad.
Yeah, that's a good system, actually.
You should trust me. You should just trust me. Just trust that I know exactly it. But I did get the popcorn right, and I haven't moved on past that because I had something to do around the house. So he's saying that you ain't gonna pass. Your favorite movie of all time, and you ain't gonna pass. That is crazy. Destiny, show him. Roll up them sleeves and be like, you know what? All right.
Might just have to.
She's thinking about it now. She's like, you know what, motherfucker? All right. You want to play, huh? Aaron, thanks for your question, man. Braden and Destiny, what horror movie left you the most confused as to what the heck it was about or what the ending meant?
Suspiria 2018.
That's definitely, yeah, that's one. For sure.
I was just like, what? I don't even remember. I would have to rewatch that movie at some point. I feel like there's another one that I just watched not that long ago and I cannot remember it.
The Forest from 2016 made me fucking question shit for a long time. I didn't like that movie. I didn't like it.
So bad.
It's so stupid. Like, I genuinely, and I like the talent that's in it too. Like, they have the girl from Game of Thrones and they've got the dude from Chicago Fire. So, like, I mean, I I like the talent, but the movie was genuinely just like, whoa, what the hell?
I remember the one that I was thinking of. Possession.
Okay. Was that was a January? I think that was a January release. The Possession.
No, not The Possession. Possession, the one from the
I don't,
80s.
okay, I don't think I've seen that, honestly.
No, that one was like the whole time I was like, what the fuck? What is happening? Like, what is? And then I thought I was just too dumb, but then I saw a lot of people also say like they didn't really get the movie, and I was like, okay, that makes me feel better because
Yeah.
I was like, I kind of understand what they're doing, but like, what
Yeah.
what does any of it really mean?
Right.
So, but a lot of people agreed, so I was like, cool. But that movie was definitely like a what the fuck kind of movie.
Interesting. Yeah, there was that, and then I think The Devil Inside, another January release that was fucking terrible. I think it was the one with the girl that's like this on the poster. It's got like the cross on. I'm like, terrible movie. I think I left. I was dating this girl in high school. We both went to go see it, and we literally about halfway through the movie, we like looked at each other. We're like, "What the fuck is going on?" And we're like, "Is this bad?" And we were like, "Yeah, no, this is terrible." So we literally got up about halfway, didn't even finish it. No point. Awful. Yeah, those January Possession movies, man, they really they're not good. They're just like, all right, let's just make. I think it has like a 20% on Rotten Tomatoes or something like that. I don't fucking know.
Yeah. Did
you
ever watch? Oh, sorry.
No, it's okay. Denise, what's going on? Sorry that you can't stick around, but thanks for stopping by. Thank you for stopping by. Sorry, Destiny. Go ahead. Did you watch what?
Did you ever watch Devil's Due?
Devil's Due. Let me look this up. It sounds familiar. Let me look it up. Devil's Due. No, I did not.
Okay, well, it does not have a great score. Whoa! Radio Silence directed this.
Did they actually? Oh,
yeah, it says Tyler and then Matt. I didn't know that.
I didn't know that either. Holy shit, you're right.
I saw this movie in theaters when it came out, and I remember like really liking it. Like, it's like she gets pregnant and it's not going too well. But I remember liking it. I don't know. When you said that, it just made me think of that movie.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, no, I mean, I've never seen that either, but yeah, that it doesn't look good either. So, all right, guys, we got enough time for about one more question. So if anybody has a question, then let us know. Then we're gonna wrap it up here for tonight. Let's see here. Want to see Infinity Pool. I do want to see that. I have not seen that yet, but I do want to see it. So, but while we're waiting on our last question to come in for the night, whoever that is going to be, Destiny, what do you have up and coming? What's coming up in your streams or anything like that?
Sunday, Brett and I, we have Back from the Dead. So Sunday morning, 11 Central Standard Time.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that's it, though, for the rest of the week.
Okay. Awesome. I'll do mine as soon as we answer this question. Are you excited for the I Know What You Did Last Summer Legacy sequel? And okay, Chad, we do have that. Thank you so much for that. So I'll get to that in a second. But yes, I mean, I'm excited for that. It's been a long time since I've seen I Know What You Did Last Summer. I do really want to watch that again. So, I think I've actually only ever seen the first movie, the first one. I don't think I've seen the sequels. And I know damn well that I don't need to watch the third one. So
watch the kill count. Just watch the kill count because it's funny.
Okay. But yeah, I think that I'm excited. Some of the original cast members are coming back, so that's definitely cool. What do you think, Destiny?
Yeah, I'm pretty excited too. I just rewatched. I know you did last summer the other day. Actually, I didn't mention that. I didn't fully watch it. I was like watching it while I was like doing stuff like around the house, but I had it like playing in the background. I love the first movie and the second movie. I love the first one more though. So I'm excited for this
Yeah.
because I'm a big fan of like those '90s like scream slasher movies. I definitely know it's not gonna have like the same feel of it, which kind of like sucks. It's definitely gonna be, like modern and updated. But I'm curious to see like where they're gonna take the story. Like, is it still gonna be Ben Willis? Like, because like he's kind
I
of
don't
old
know.
now.
I don't
You know
know.
what I mean?
Yeah,
So is Michael Myers, but it's also Michael Myers. But
exactly.
I'm curious to see where they take it. But I'm still excited. That was like really kind of like shocking news, and when it came out, I was like, oh shit,
Yeah.
interesting.
Right. So, yeah, I mean, I'm excited for that for sure. And then Chad, Blu-ray should be shipping out hopefully by the end of this month. So, you should start receiving it. So anybody that ordered a Sally Blu-ray should be up and coming very, very soon. So, and then for me, I've got my Scream review up and coming. We're starting the review series leading all the way up to Scream 6. Hopefully we'll have that out by the end of this week. So stay tuned for that. But that's pretty much about it. No other lives or anything scheduled. Next week, we will continue with Spider-Man podcast Monday night, Fear Freaks Wednesday, Scream 2 review next week. And that's it, guys. So thank you guys, as always, for watching. Look forward to more videos very soon. And if you guys like this, don't forget to join this channel on its journey to 15,000 subscribers. And I hope you guys have a fantastic rest of your week. And we will see you guys next week on Fear Freaks. Bye, guys.